What's up, everybody? So remember how I was going to talk about what I have inside this truck, like all my mods, everything I've done to it. So today that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to go ahead and talk about what I have under the hood. Obviously you guys already know what I have as a transmission, which is the power driven diesel transmission 47RE with a manual valve body, which you guys already seen that video. If you haven't, I'll put under the link, or I'll put it somewhere around over here, probably right here. I'll put it right here, a link to it, so you guys can click on it and go watch that. Now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop up the hood and check out what I have underneath it. All right, here it is. So please wait, hold up. Before we go on to looking underneath the hood, you guys need to understand I'm working under it. There's a couple wires around the place because I was wrapping it up with I forgot, friction tape. I think that's what it's called, friction tape. So that way it looks a lot more neater, because I didn't like the tubing in it, but I was charging the battery also because the batteries die after not turning on the truck. So here's what the inside of this truck looks like, well, under the hood. Alright, so yes, I was charging this truck up. I have two of the yellow tots from how you call it, Ultima batteries. I know you guys seen a long time ago that I had done one of these panels. These are just excessive wires that I have here, and I redid it because the other one was a metal plate, so I did this one right here. And I did a little lens on it so I can know which one was to which one inside the rocker panel inside the truck. So this is my fuse box that I have right here. I'm currently working under it right now. And also just wanted to let you guys know this tubing right here for the intercooler, whenever I worked on the motor, well, when Larry was working on the motor, he went ahead and add I think it was 60-pound valve springs. We had a 60-pound valve springs. We tried to go for the 3800 governor spring, which for some reason it did not work. I may go and try to look for a video that I have on Snapchat. I didn't post it, but I made a little small tiny clip of it. Whenever we were driving it, we heard a popping sound once he was going high in the RPMs, and it just made a popping sound. So we tried cutting it like we saw on the internet. If you cut a few links off of it, but for some reason it was stinking, and so I went ahead and took that off and put back the 3200. I don't know if it was a 3200 or 3600, but that's what I have under the VE pump. And another thing that I have in this VE pump, just underneath, I have this little shim. I'll probably put on the description what it is. I think it's called a dynamic shim, a dynamic timing. I forgot what it's called, but I'll probably put like a picture somewhere around here so you guys can see what it looks like. Basically what it does, it bumps up your timing. Instead of having to rotating your VE pump, it does it for you just by adding that spacer inside there. And I think it only cost about like $70 or 80 bucks or something like that. It was not that expensive. I also have right here, I have a Denny Stage 2. Another thing you guys need to know is I've messed with this pump a lot. So there's a lot of things I did to it since I got this turbo here. So that way my boost I can have a little bit more boost. Right now I'm probably pushing about like 35, close to 40 pounds of boost. I'm I'm thinking to have someone else work on my pump because I'd rather have someone professionally done it. But right now it does run great. It runs awesome. I don't like to have it smoking a lot. That's why whenever I start up the truck, you guys didn't see that much smoke come out, because I try to minimize the smoke coming out. And look at all that right there still. So yes, that's what we did. We had to get the head shaved down. And we put the ARP bolts also. We had to head stud the head. So Larry got that done, and we went ahead. Well, Larry made these prototypes here for right now. I've been driving with the truck like this for right now. Not until before Daytona, I will try to have Larry make me new piping. I do have new aluminum piping. I'm gonna leave them chrome or just aluminum, whatever you want to call it, because I kind of wanted to match with this, and I'm trying to have that polished out again, that turbo. So I have new piping, so I didn't want to keep this. We just let this for right now. We use different pieces. It looks okay, but we want to make it look a little bit neater. Then over here, this turbo, I don't know if you guys want to know about the turbo. You know what, let's not talk about the turbo. Forget the turbo. I'm just kidding. Let's get back to the turbo. So the turbo, it's a 6271 12mm turbo from Diesel Power Source. You can go over to farfromstockstore.com, and you can go under their bar is go under the Firstgens 8993, and you can find that turbo. They have a ball bearing. I didn't get the ball bearing one. I wish I would have gotten it, but I had got this turbo. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I got this turbo back in 2016, if I remember. Yeah, 2016. And I bought all this stuff. I was, buying my stuff as I went, so that way whenever the day came, I could go ahead and have all my stuff, and I don't have to buy everything at one shot. Also, I have the DPS Manifold, also from Diesel Power Source. Like I said, you can go on farfromstockstore.com. Most of all this stuff you can find on farfromstockstore.com. You can find all this stuff in there. You can find the turbo, manifold. You can find intakes, I believe. You should be able to find intakes. They also have, which I might be doing, is the Hydro Boost. I want to have a Hydro Boost because it already got to a point where they don't have any more of the drums. What is it? Is it called a drum? No, it's not called a drum. It's the power booster. So yeah, I might look forward to that. So yes, I love this turbo. It apparently pushes up to 500 horsepower of airflow. I've never put this truck on a dyno. I get a lot of questions as how much are you doing, blah blah blah. I don't know, I just whenever someone mentions dyno, it kind of freaks me out. It's just, okay, the truck could probably be doing around 500 or 400, who knows, I don't know. I don't want to say, because then I don't want nobody to get on me like, oh, there's no way, put it on a dyno, blah blah blah. So that's what I have as a turbo. And I also put a second Gen Intercooler in there. I think you guys can see right there. I had to cut all this to be able to fit that in there. And then whenever because I want to put AC in this truck, man, it is too hot in Florida. I love Florida, but whenever the summer kicks in, it is hot. So I had to cut a little bit to fit that in there. But that's what I did right there to be able to fit this intercooler. As you can see, I had to kind of cut this right here because it was pushing it out. So that way I can still put my grill shell in there. I don't know. What else do I have in this truck? I think that's about it, to be honest with you. But I will go under the description below and put everything that I have in there from the top of my head that I can remember. Also, if you guys want to do the body lift, I know I didn't mention it on my other video, you're gonna have to make some new tabs so that way you can have your radiator, and it kind of does bump up the hose. It doesn't put that much pressure, but do buy new hoses. I do recommend buying new hoses, and that's how it will look right there. And my buddy Larry had made me these tabs right here so that way I can put the radiator, and I also got a new radiator. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of the truck in here. So I'm gonna stop talking so that way you guys can look a little bit more in there. I took off that battery charger so you guys can see it better. Also, I forgot to mention this. For my injectors, I believe they're the stage 3 from Dynamite Diesel. Like I said, if you guys go to farfromstockstore.com, you can get these injectors from their website. And if you guys want to get a great package or something like that related, head over to Instagram, message either at DBFolk or at Mopar1 Daryl, and they'll be more than glad to help you guys. I mean, they're great guys, great guys. Go check them out. If you guys have any question related to what you should do first or what you should get or anything related to that, I always went over to Daryl. He helped me out. Same thing with Larry. Both great guys, and they helped me as much from Daryl helped me getting parts to Larry helping me build this truck. Because if it weren't for neither of them, I wouldn't have this truck where it's at right now. Not sitting down like this, but as in like performance wise. And it feels great driving this truck around town. You get a lot of compliments driving this truck. I mean, it's out of a new truck, yes, you know, new trucks, they look great, they look beautiful, whatnot, but there's nothing more unique than seeing an old truck and having it look modernized. I don't know if that's the word, but looking modern, or whichever style you have, you know. It doesn't have to be my style. There's a lot of different styles out there that people try to do, but I mean, this is one truck that I love, and the people love it too around my town. And anywhere I go, everybody loves it. Everybody has questions for me. And the first thing I got to tell you, first thing I always get asked is, how much you doing? And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to say. I'd be like 3, 4, 6. You know what? Let's say it's doing 1,000 horsepower. But you know, this is gonna wrap it up for today. I am gonna go up in my attic so you guys can see the piping that I got for the intercooler, so you guys can check that out. And I got that off of Amazon, so I'll probably put that underneath also, so you guys can go check that out. But other than that, that'll be it for today. And I have a big question for you guys. I don't know if you guys knew about it, but you guys want to see my train horns? If you guys want to see my train horns, if you guys want to see me driving around town and blowing my train horns or something like that, let me know. But if you guys don't want me to, because I know that sounds like a jerk move, but people love it sometimes to get a good laugh. Other than that, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Let's go up in the attic so we can look at those pipings. Whew. It is hot up in here, I'll tell you that. Oh gosh, it is really hot. It's like steaming up here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff on my stuff. So these are the tubings that I got for the intercooler. I just got a bunch of tubings, so that way Larry can use it, whichever he wants to cut out to make all this. Man, it's hot here. It is hot, and it comes with these boots, but I'm not gonna use these boots. I might just end up buying different boots. Also comes with a bunch of clamps, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So you know what? I'm gonna get out of here because it's really hot, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace, guys.